Hey, good afternoon. Happy day, happy life, happy journey. How amazing is it to be here with you guys right now? Thank you so much. Looking forward to talking to you all about this week's topic on walking the path, intention and awareness, the keys to opening your heart. I've been thinking a lot about this. Hey, everybody, welcome. I've been thinking a lot about this week. Which is, how to regulate myself, how to open my heart, just noticing what closes my heart and what opens my heart, right? This is the key. Awareness is the key. And intention is the key to maintaining an open heart. So, hey, Amanda, great to see you. So, Venna, so great. Hello in Oregon. Loving it up there. I was up there in Portland a few weeks ago. What a beautiful time of year. Kenneth, Habibti, hello. So glad to see you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, hey, this is the topic today. Katie, Clem, you guys are awesome. Seattle's in the house. Woo! And Amanda's in Denver, Minnesota. We all over the place. This is awesome. So, I want to tell you guys, this is what's been on my mind. I've been noticing a few things lately, which is becoming more aware of when I am in opinion and judgment about someone or something or a situation, and how that really noticing how my heart either opens or closes, right? I mean, I just, even at the gym the other day, somebody was doing their thing and I just had an opinion. Look at her, and immediately I could feel the contraction. And I have to be aware of that, right? So this is what I want to talk about today: intention and awareness. Because really, this conversation, the Walking the Path talk, is intended to be a talk about principle and practice, right? There's an idea, and then there's let's meet it in life, right? Let's not just talk about woo-woo ideas. Let's put the rubber to the road. Let's meet it in life. How do we take this practice off the meditation mat, off the yoga mat, off the ayahuasca mat, off the mattress? How do we live a life in alignment and in tune when we're not on the mountaintop, right? When we're in the everyday life. So intention and awareness are the key. And I want to recommend, let me make an invitation to you all. Let's see who else. Let me take really quickly. Antoine, welcome. Bavaria, Germany. You were at Rythmia, Antoine, and as I remember, you said Bavaria, the best place in Germany. Well, I'm glad you got home safe. David, great to see you. Venna, Maya, Clem, Jenny, woo, you guys are awesome. I'm so grateful that you're here. So I want to go back to the idea that intention is the key. Intention and awareness are the key to maintaining our practice, right? Maintaining our practice off the mat. So Nicole, beautiful to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. So what I've been noticing about myself is self-regulation, right? And the invitation here is to recall, to set an intention for your day, to set an intention for everything you do. I'm talking about a quick intention. Before I got on this call, I said I'm going to make sure my intention for this call was to be an open and clear channel for communication, to communicate open-heartedly. Boom. This is what is available to us, and how powerful life can be when we set an intention. What's the intention that you have for this next meeting that you're going to? What's the intention you have for the phone call? I'm getting on a phone call with my brother, and I always have a difficult time talking to my brother. So my intention is to be at peace in this call. My intention, I'm going to work, and I know the person at the desk next to me, it just drives me crazy. My intention is to be loving in my heart. I want to be more loving in my heart today. Whatever the intention is, this is the key. And then with the intention, we get an awareness, right? So if my intention is to be more loving in my heart, for example, and I go to the office and the person that I am sitting next to just makes me upset, makes me mad, what awareness can I bring to that? What awareness can I bring to this intention? So all of a sudden, when I set the intention to be more loving in my heart, guess what's going to show up? All the ways in which I need to be more loving, right? It's not going to be like, oh, I want to be more loving in my heart, and everything's roses and moonbeams and rainbows and fairy dust. No, the universe is going to go, okay, here's an opportunity for you to be loving. Here's this person that you don't like very much. Can you be loving to them? Right? So then the connected with the intention is the awareness. So before I talk about awareness, I want to say, hey, Mara from Austria, woo! And Clem is saying hi to Nicole. We got Thomas Young, Thomas Gale. And it's Gail saying that she's still struggling with how to self-regulate. All there is awareness, Gail. That's it. We're going to be talking about this. And yes, Maya, today is a full moon, and we're going to bring that full moon Cancer energy into it. And this is the day for big changes, right? This is the day something big is happening today. So we're going to use that full moon energy. But this is the key, Gail. Thank you for being honest with what you're going through, because it's important for us all. So when we set the intention, so the intention might be for Gail to really be more aware of and regulate myself, to catch myself when I fall asleep. That's it, right? So I'm going to set the intention to catch myself a little bit more. I'm not saying that I'm never going to fall asleep. I'm just saying I'm going to wake up faster when I do. That's the whole point. So hello, Doran from Romania. Beautiful. Love it. So here's the key. We set the intention, and it can be a quick intention. And my invitation to you is to set an intention for everything you do. This next call, this next interaction, the drive home from work. What's my intention for the drive home to work? My intention is to be at peace. My intention is to be loving. How am I going to be loving? Let people in, not because I get really aggressive on the road. Fuck you, right? So, this is the key. Setting an intention and then bringing your awareness to where all the ways that intention is going to show up. I want to be at peace. So the universe is going to show me all the opportunities I have to be at peace. And it's not going to be just sending me peace. It's going to be sending me opportunities where I don't see peace. And it's my chance to bring peace to that opportunity. Let me see it, right? So the intention, whatever the intention is, we then have to follow up with an awareness. And we just bring that awareness to us in everything we do. Northeast Pennsylvania, hey, Jody. South Africa, Annette, woo! We are an international community here. I'm so grateful for you all. Thank you. So here's what I'm thinking. When we set the intention, we then have to notice, am I hooked? Right? This is the self-regulation piece. Am I hooked? And so am I getting caught by something? Am I hooked, or am I suppressing it? Right? Because spiritual bypass is another huge issue in our spiritual community, right? Let me just everything's fine. I'm going to say an affirmation. All things are working together for my good, right? That's great. But we have to be aware, we have to notice, we have to bring awareness to what's going on and what our feelings are, and not bypass those feelings. So if we go immediately from annoyance and try and bring some false level of peace, we're not doing ourselves or anyone else any justice. But if we move from being annoyed and then realize there might be some indignation there, or what am I annoyed at? Let me just get curious about that. And then that brings a whole different level of awareness. And then we can move to peace or loving kindness, right? So acknowledge your feelings is a huge piece, huge piece. And so thank you, Amanda, for the reminder about traffic. Jen Sodini, love you. Welcome back. Lisa from North Branch, Michigan. Beautiful. Perfect timing. I'm so glad you're here. It's always in perfect divine timing. So the key is to bring awareness and then to notice, to bring my awareness is in noticing. Am I hooked or am I suppressing? Do I feel contracted is another beautiful question to ask. Zin, woo! Love to see you. Welcome, Zin. Do I feel contracted? So I can begin to notice if I'm setting an intention to be more loving in my heart. When I'm not loving, I can feel my heart contract. I can feel that energetic center. So can I expand a little bit? And how do we do that? How do we bring awareness to what opens my heart or what contracts my heart? It's simply bringing our attention. Where our attention goes, our energy flows. Where our attention goes, our energy flows. So where are we going to put our attention? If I'm noticing, if I can first set an intention to be more loving in my heart, and then I notice the universe is showing me, here's all the opportunities for me to be more loving. That person I don't like, that person I have a judgment about, the way that person just cut me off, that way that person just said something to me that, I should give as good as I get. Let me give it back to him, right? That's, I'm noticing. Now I have an awareness. Now I can bring that awareness to my heart. am I contracted or expanded? Oh, I'm contracted. Okay, how do I expand my heart? Simply putting my attention on my chakra, on my heart space. I'm going to put my attention on that energetic center in the center of my chest. And I'm just going to put my awareness there and then become aware of it. Put my attention there and see, watch it, feel it. You'll feel something shift. Because when my heart is open, I'm not in judgment. I'm not in opinion. I'm not a victim. And this is the biggest key for me. As much as I've been walking this path, I notice that I can be in victim consciousness a lot. I can really take things personally. So that's the key, right? My judgment and my opinion are about me taking something personally and dropping into victim consciousness. So when I can notice that, when I can notice that I'm offended, that's the key to me taking shit personally. If I'm offended by something, it's like when I get offended, it's a complete egoic structure. It's like I'm the Michelin Man. Like my body just puffed up and I became a 300-pound person trying to get through a skinny door. And everything's just rubbing me wrong as I try to get through that door, right? Just imagine. And now I try and get through that narrow space. Everything's going to rub me wrong. So if I can notice, oh, am I in judgment? Am I opinion? Am I in victimhood? Am I contracted? Right? We're bringing our awareness. Intention is to be more loving. I'm going to bring my awareness and notice, wake up faster when I fall asleep. Check in with my heart. Am I contracted or expanded? And realizing, here's what I am realizing more and more, that it's all projection, that I don't have to take things personally because it's all projection. Whatever someone else does or says has nothing to do with me. It's true. If I take it personally, it means that on some level I'm giving consent. I concur with their opinion. If I take it personally, it means I agree with them. Otherwise, I wouldn't be offended. So therefore, I'm giving my power away to them. So if I don't consent to their opinion, to their judgment, to their whatever they're saying, if I don't take it personally, then their words or behaviors have no power over me. This is huge. I'm liberating myself in just realizing that if I don't consent to what they're doing, hey, Shell, great to see you. Carla, lovely. Dave from Oregon, got Oregon in the house. So taking it personally is key. If I don't take it personally, then I'm not in victimhood. If I don't take it personally, I'm not giving my power away, because when I take it personally, I'm consenting to what the other person is saying or doing and agreeing with it and agreeing with their opinion of me. So first step is to realize that it has nothing to do with me. Whatever they're saying, whatever they're doing, nothing to do with me. It's a projection of their own dream. And then my personal reality is based on my beliefs. So if my beliefs are different, and I try and impose my beliefs on someone else, it's because I'm scared. It's because I'm scared, and if I can notice, if I can bring awareness to what I'm defending, what I am arguing for or against, my point of view, if I can bring awareness to my point of view, then I am bringing my awareness to a situation that I am looking to heal, right? No matter what, it's not about me. No matter what, it's not about you. Even if somebody does something directly to us, words or actions, it's based on their own personal reality, not mine. Let them have it. Let them have it. Double meaning to that, right? Let them have it can mean I'm going to give as good as I get, and it gives me every right to do so, right? That's a perfectly acceptable way of thinking in our typical world. But we're spiritual beings having a human encounter, a human experience, and we want to bring the spiritual aspect of our being to the physical element in our experience. And so we do that not by giving as good as we get, but by letting them have it, meaning let them be in whatever they're being with. There's nothing more powerful than someone who is unmoved by someone else's vituperation or blame or guilt trip or words or actions. I remember Reverend Michael talking about Martin Luther King Jr. He went to give a talk, and a man walked up and spit on his face. He was in this elegant suit and had his pocket square, and Martin Luther King Jr. took his pocket square out and he wiped the spittle off his face, and he handed the handkerchief to the person and he said, "I believe this belongs to you." What a great example, right? That we don't have to consent to what their actions or opinions are. Don't take it personally. It has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the other person and their own personal reality. So if we can have the presence of mind, like Martin Luther King Jr. did, to just take whatever they're giving and let them have it back, here you go. That's not mine. That's yours. Let them have it, right? And our beliefs are like a safety blanket, right? If someone challenges our beliefs, we can get triggered and react, and then we've lost our power, right? We think we're defending our power, but really, being sincere enough in our own beliefs, being secure enough in our own beliefs is not imposing on another. This is real power. When we can stand in our own authority and allow someone to have whatever they're having. Thank you, Amanda, for saying that. If we can let them have whatever they're having, it's powerful. We are unmoved. We're like that tree at the bank of the river. Whatever is flowing by, we're just unmoved and standing there. So the next thing, it's the same if someone gets angry with us, right? We're angry with them or they're angry with us. It means that we challenge their beliefs at some level, and they need to defend their point of view. So we just become aware of this and don't waste our energy arguing with another person for their beliefs. We just have to stop, drop, and roll. Okay? Do you remember that old Dick Van Dyke commercial? It was, I don't know how long ago, the 80s or whatever, but Dick Van Dyke was talking about, it was like a public service announcement, what to do when you catch on fire. Anyway, he said, stop, drop, and roll, right? So we're going to stop. We're going to bring our awareness. If we're triggered, if I'm hooked, I'm going to bring my awareness. If I notice my heart contracting, I'm going to bring my awareness. And so stop. And then I'm going to drop into my heart. Drop into my heart. Drop into forgiveness. Drop into compassion. Drop into understanding, right? Who knows what that person is going through? Who knows what we're going through? Let compassion for ourselves, understanding for ourselves, forgiveness for ourselves. So stop, drop, and roll, right? Roll into your intention. Roll into, setting an intention is not to use some misdeed or sin of the past against another or against ourselves. It doesn't feel good. So notice what it does to your heart when we're in judgment, when we're in opinion. Stop, drop into our hearts, and roll into forgiveness and compassion. Roll into a deeper realization of oneness. Stop, drop, and roll. Roll into apology. Apologizing does not mean or have anything to do with being right or wrong. Apologizing means that you value the relationship with that other person more than your ego. Yusuf from Scotland. Kifik Haye. I love Yusuf. It's beautiful. Katie. Thank you guys for being here. So stop, drop, and roll. That's it. Roll into the apology. Apologizing doesn't mean that another person is right and you're wrong. It means that we value the relationship with them more than our own ego. Wow, that is such a powerful statement from Don Miguel Ruiz, who in the 4 agreements. And one of the 4 agreements is don't take it personally. I love it. If we could not take it personally, how much better would my life be? If I could not take it personally, man, I get sensitive about stuff. I get really offended easily. So it's important for me to realize, am I contracted? Notice, stop, notice, bring my awareness, drop into my heart, roll into forgiveness, roll into apology, roll into compassion, roll into understanding, and set an intention for everything. This is really the point of today's talk, is to set an intention for everything. Whatever we're doing, my intention in this next moment is to be as open and available, to be a clear channel of communication, an open-hearted being of love. Bam. That's my intention. My intention is to be happy. My intention is to be healthy. My intention later when I go to work out, my intention is to give it 100%. I want to really leave it all there. My intention today is to be more aware. Debbie, great to see you, Debbie. And Venna says apologies are different than I'm sorry. Man, we need to drop the word I'm sorry. I agree with you, Venna, because when you say I'm sorry, you're saying I'm sorry, like I'm not enough. Forget that. You're enough. You're more than enough. You're everything there is. You are that which thou art. Thou art that which you are. Man, that's the truth. So we're going to apologize means I'm acknowledging that my relationship with you is more important than my egoic structure, but I'm not sorry. I'm brilliant, and so are you. I'm not sorry. I'm full to overflowing with genius, and so are you. I'm not sorry. I am open and available to more good, and so are you. I'm not sorry. I am, wow, what am I? What do you want to be? I want to be abundant in all manner. I want to be radiant health. I'm not sorry. I'm abundant. I'm not sorry. I'm in joy. I'm not sorry. I'm in love. That's what we're talking about. Love it, love it, love it. And then bring our awareness to this, right? That's it. Am I hooked? Intention and awareness, the keys. Everything is the key to everything. The key to opening our heart is attention and awareness. And I want to read to you this one little piece from Howard Thurman, who was the man who trained Martin Luther King Jr. I apologize, I didn't have this up. Give me 1 second. This is from a reading. This is going to end our talk today, but it's really beautiful. Oh, Vina. Sorry, Vina. Thank you. Brandy's here. Hi, Brandy. Love you. So here's the deal. As we set an intention for everything we do, the invitation is for you to set an intention for everything you do. What's my intention for this phone call? What's my intention for this meeting? What's my intention for this dinner with my family? What's my intention for this conversation with my kid? What's my intention? And then bring our awareness, because when we ask for something, my intention is to be more loving, the universe is going to show us all the ways we need to be more loving, all the opportunities we have to be more loving. And it's going to look like something's rubbing up against us, but it's really just the universe going, here's an opportunity to be more loving. Someone's going to cut you off in traffic. Can you be loving? Someone's going to say something to you that's offensive. Can you be loving? Right? And remember, it has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with them. Nothing to do with us. It's about their personal reality. It's about their personality. So when we can give it back to them and let them have it, this belongs to you, not me, then we're standing in our power. So here's Howard Thurman. It's a short writing from a book called The Inward Journey. Howard Thurman was the first black minister at Boston College, and he also trained Martin Luther King Jr. He was a mentor to Martin Luther King Jr. And here it is. I love this writing. It's from a book called The Inward Journey, and he says, I want to be more loving in my heart. I want to be more loving. Often there are good and sufficient reasons for exercising what seems a clear, direct resentment. Again and again, I find it hard to hold in check the sharp retort, the biting comeback, when it seems that someone has done violence to my self-respect and decent regard. How natural it seems to give as good as I get, to take nothing lying down, to announce to all and sundry in 1,000 ways that no one can run over me and get away with it, right? That's normal. That's the way we think. All this is part of the thicket in which my heart gets caught again and again. Deep within me, I want to be more loving in my heart. I want to be more loving in my heart, to glow with a warmth that will take the chill off a room, which I share with those whose lives touch mine in the traffic of my goings and comings. I want to be more loving. I want to be more loving in my heart. It's often easy to have the idea in mind, to plan to be more loving, to see it with the mind and give assent to the thought of being loving. This is crystal clear, but I want to be more loving in my heart. I must feel like loving. I must ease the tension in my heart that ejects the sharp barb and stinging word. I want to be more loving in my heart, that with unconscious awareness, right? That I don't even have to be, he's saying, I don't even have to be conscious of it, unconsciously, that unconsciously and with deliberate intent, he's saying with deliberate intention, I shall be kind, a gracious human being. Thus, those who walk the path with me may find it easier to be loving, to be gracious, because of the love of God, which is increasingly expressing through my being, through my living. I want to be more loving in my heart. I love Howard Thurman. That's from the book, The Inward Journey. And I'll leave you with that today. I love you all. I'm so grateful for you all. And the invitation, just to recap, is to set an intention in everything you do. and then bring your awareness to see where all the ways the universe is going to show you how that intention can be fulfilled. To not take it personally, right? To let them have it, to set the intention to be more loving in our heart, and feel our hearts. And come back next week at noon so we can have another beautiful time together. I love you all. I'm just standing in a deep knowing that there's one source to be grateful for, one energy, one life, one source. It is the life of God. It is my life. It is each of your lives. This presence, this beingness is everywhere present. It's omniscient, omniactive, omnipotent, and it is the all in all. And so I am knowing that this presence is everywhere in its fullness, and it is loving. It's loving because it gives us the gift of life without any condition. It is peaceful because there's order and balance and harmony in the universe. And it is powerful because it spins planets without without any condition, without any human consultation. It's doing it all on its own. All this is happening without our intervention. So I am knowing this deep oneness with the source of all of life. I'm one with it. Each one of us is one with it. Everyone in the sound of my voice is one with it, can't be separate from it. So right where you are, the presence is in its fullness. All the love, all the abundance, all the joy, all the beauty, all the harmony, all the excellence, all the perfection, all of it, all of the beingness of the presence is right where you are in its fullness. We simply need to open up to it and allow it to work through us, allow it to guide us, for there is a knower inside each one of us that knows, that knows exactly what to do, exactly what to say, that's being led to an ever-increasing good, to an ever-widening field of awareness and an ever deeper connection with Source. I'm knowing abundance of all manner for each one in the sound of my voice, an abundance of peace of mind, health of body, and all material needs met. All material needs met. We live in an absolutely abundant world. I can see right now an image of my hands being held up and a gold dust just being poured into my cupped hands, overflowing the banks of my awareness. There's so much good, so much light, so much beauty for each one of us. We just open up now to receive. Are we able to receive? We can't receive if we're closed, so we're going to open our hearts, drop into our heart space, and allow the good to flow to us, through us, in us, and as us. And as it flows through us, we circulate the good. What will you do with your life today? Who will you be? How will you help? How will you serve? This is the question. We're receiving so much good. Let it flow and flow out through us. How will you serve today? How will you serve being loving in your heart? Who will you be? Who do you want to be? Let's focus on that. I'm so grateful for this truth. I'm so grateful for these words. I'm so grateful for this Facebook Live and this amazing community. Thank you all so much. I am just in such gratitude. I release this word. I know that it's done. It's already done. It's already done. And so it is. Amen. Peace and blessings to you all. Much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you.